Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Kay here and I have another Friday Freebie lovely little project courtesy of Amanda Charlesworth, or Scrimping Mummy as you may know her, and her digital papers that she does a Friday Freebie on every week for her group members in Create with Scrimping Mommy. Now this time it was more like a little mini kit, to be honest. There were 2 sheets for the file folder and all you had to do was cut them out and put them together if that's what you wanted to do to form a cover. And then there were cut aparts, little stumpy tags and that kind of thing. There were little tag tops like this should you want to use them. There were little nameplates like this should you want to use them in your project. All in all, I think it was 4, maybe 5 pages, and gorgeous, from the theme The Secret Garden, which Amanda is really very fond of in her own right. It's been a favourite book of hers for many years, and I think periodically it's nice to revisit things that give you so much pleasure. So true to me, I've made a little bit more of it than perhaps I needed to, but it's how I make things. And I've made this lovely little file folder. I have backed, this is one whole sheet here that you just cut out, which I've then backed on racing green cardstock to give it substance. My spine is freestanding, and I've just used this spotty dotty organza ribbon to hold it all together, so that can be taken apart, new things added to it if that's what you wanted to do. But it's very lovely and I'm really pleased with how it's come out. And then you open up the inside like so. This is the backing of the colour that I used, which is the racing green, and then I took the same front sheets, cut off the tags and everything, and backed the cover pages, used some tickets from a previous Secret Garden kit just to bulk it up. That was the other thing that came in the freebie, layered pockets. Well, I've only done 2 because I wanted to spread them out a little bit. There's one of the little plinths and I've done a little bit of stamping on that. It's just a number for the sake of interest. Here are 2 of the little stubby tags. I've not put grommets in them or covered them in any way, so it could be used as little journaling spots if that's what you wanted to do, and they just fit into these pockets very nicely and just sit there and add a little bit of interest. Because the pockets are already very decorated, you actually don't need to do a whole lot to it. It is just very pretty in its own right, and bits and pieces of the design follow through from page to page, which is always a good thing because it makes it then look cohesive and as if it all belongs together. This then is the centre of the little file folder that I've done, and again I've just backed the plain sheet as was from the kit onto the racing green cardstock, stamped on number plates and added them to the tabs in the cutouts. And then the pockets, this one served very well on the side just by virtue of the print, which is a lovely happenstance. I didn't have to do anything to it at all. This is a ticket from another of Amanda's digitals. I just wanted something a little bit different in there, although it's all part and parcel of her wonderful creations, and that sits in there quite nicely like so. I used another of the tickets just to keep all the colour and the interest flowing, and then on this side again 2 more pockets. I've done a little bit of stamping, as you can see, nothing too outrageous because I really didn't want to detract from the freebie papers. And that then goes, the little stumpy tag goes into the back, and then I've got these other little bits that came from the original add-ons kit for the secret garden, and they fit in there like that. So it is actually quite fulsome, and there is a lot of interactive looking that can be done to keep the interest going. I might have to glue that down a little bit, I think, but we'll see. And then as you come on to the next page, there's another side pocket here. Did I do side on that one? No, just decoration. With the filed little notice on the top. Another pocket that lent itself, just by virtue of the collage of the pocket, just lent itself nicely to be putting on that side of the page. Another of the beautiful, beautiful tags that just slots in there so snugly. And all these pockets are, I think I printed out 2 lots. All you do is score 1/2 inch around 3 sides. I did a little no, the little thumb pull was already there, and because it's already beautifully coloured and I knew I was going to have things to make that thumb pull quite prominent, I didn't have to glue it or anything of that nature. It all sat in there really, really nicely, and it clearly is a little interactive space for you to put your lovely bits and pieces in. And then the final back page again with a little bit of printing on the tab there, and that is the focal image from the Secret Garden kit in all the ways it's been utilised by Amanda. But I don't think it hurts to use that image again, even though it's on the front. All I've done is removed the taggy bits, cut it down a little bit to give me a border around the paper, and hey presto bingo, that is exactly how it came into being. And then the back there is just a final page, but it all looks, I hope you'll agree, very, very nice. And for free digital papers, you know, it's just such a lovely gift to put together. And from previous kits, because I have to share it, it's still Amanda's work, it's still the Secret Garden. I have made some lovely little bits of ephemera, I've glittered them and so on, used stamps and cut aparts on black cardstock, and then all you do is take the pin off to click it onto whatever you want to attach it to. But I thought that was such a lovely idea, and it uses up scraps and bits and pieces that, you know, just would have been filed away until next time, so to speak. But how lovely are they? And again, it just shows another lovely dimension to these papers, which are so, so pretty. I just thought it would be nice to share those with you. Again, a very, very simple make. I think the outside circles are about 2.5 inches, a 2-inch inner circle offset, so I've got room then to put all the bits and pieces onto, raised up on a little bit of foam tape, so it is quite a bit of dimension as well, but it also allows you area to tuck little bits and pieces into, which is never a bad thing. So once again, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. It is such a pleasure to bring these things to you. I will leave links to Amanda's group below and her YouTube channel, because there is such a wealth of inspiration and goodness to be found there. Not least of all the freebies, which are so, so precious, because they are not just little bits of paper with print on them. They are designed to allow you to do something very constructive with them. So take care everyone, happy crafting, have fun, bye bye for now.